What's going on, guys? So I actually just wanted to make a quick video today. Need to make sure everything's working right. I actually made a food challenge video where I ate 3 cookout trays, milkshake, and the videos just won't process. Filmed the bear crawl workout and that also didn't work. So since I've filmed the cookout video, it just hasn't worked. So I just want to do a short little video today and kind of just make sure this works still. Just got done working out, showered. It was a good workout today. Put on the 40-pound vest, and then I had a 10-pound dumbbell on each hand, and we did a mile, which switched between putting the weights up on the shoulders and just holding them to the sides. I actually have that time. Waited until about 10:30ish to knock that out. So the sun was out. It was a little cool, but definitely wasn't bad. And that was a 1 mile, 12:22 pace. I don't know if y'all can see that, hopefully. But if not, yeah, 12:22 mile pace, 12:31 total, 1.01 miles. And then with that weight staying on, we knocked out 50 squats, 100 calf raises, and 100 hammer curl overhead presses. And then took the weight off and just knocked out 100 push-ups. Yesterday was our weighted push-up day, which was 200 40-pound push-ups and 300 each arm curls. And tomorrow we might try to redo the bear crawl video, because it's a new week, so need to get it in this week, and hopefully we can upload that. So for this video, I kind of just wanted to talk about running and how I started running, and hopefully if people are looking to get into running, some steps that helped me that could maybe help you guys. I started running back when I was in 8th grade. Not gonna do the math on that. That was probably like 2010. 2009 maybe, I don't know, graduated high school in 2015, so 2010 maybe. And I got into wrestling, was terrible at the sport, but I remember during the conditioning we would run a lot, and I was a chubby kid, so I hated it, but I realized it was something I could do. I could just clock my mind out mentally and just run and jog, and we'd do it for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, up to an hour, just jogging. And as it went on, I kind of looked forward to it because it was something I knew that, like, okay, today I know that I can just keep it going, and it was like a sense of accomplishment to me of just, I had never ran before, and I know I can do this. And then I kept running, and then before I joined the Navy in 2017, me and my dad did our first official 10K, and it was a 4th of July 10K. It was like 48 minutes, I think. And then the later half of the Navy, like my last year and a half in, I kind of got out of shape, but the last year and a half I got back into working out and wanted to get into some weights, but kind of fell back into that hole of running again. And I would actually run to the gym. It was about 1.5 miles each way. So I'd do like a jog, run to the gym, work out, do like my workout, either be chest, arms, legs, shoulders, and then run back. So I was getting about 3 miles in 4 to 5 days a week. And it was good. And then when I got out, I went directly to Arizona to go to Arizona State, and I kind of just fell in love with running there. It was full speed at that point. I was doing distance runs, which I knocked out some of the craziest challenges like that I look back on. I did 10 miles a day for a week, or 7 days a week. Had to knock out a 10-mile run at some point. And at that time, I was a group fitness instructor, so I was doing the 10-mile run. I remember one morning I woke up at like 4 a.m. to knock out the run and immediately had to go to a fitness class that I was teaching. And then my school classes after that. But like that was the challenge, was every day for 7 days we had to do it. And that was something where, living on a college campus, I kind of found out that like I could just go when I had the free time. And it was such a nice view. I could just run, not have to worry about anything, and just go for however long I wanted to. And you can do that at a pace that is okay with you. You don't have to speed through it. So don't think you have to go sprint a 10 miles. Don't even think you have to go run 10 miles if you've never ran before. While I was out there, I did a run for AeroVapor Running. It's called the Good Dam Race. You kind of run over a dam at one point, and it was my first like trail race I had ever done. And I did the 13K, which is like 8.1 miles. And it was pretty good. I don't remember my time on that one, but it was my first trail race, and I remember being like 6 miles in, and it was like 1,000-foot elevation gain, and that was kind of a wake-up call of like, okay, this is like real. This is a sport. Like, and I enjoyed it. Like, that was, like, I had watched videos on it, but like for seeing it firsthand and witnessing it is a completely different experience. So I knocked that out. And then when I came back to Charlotte after I graduated, I signed up for my first marathon and did like a 2-month prep because I was running like every weekend, 10 plus miles. I was knocking out basically 30, 40 miles in a week, and I decided let's actually prep for a marathon. So we signed up for one about just over 2 months in advance and knocked out the Wilmington Marathon back in February of 2024. It was like 4 hours and 9 minutes, which is like a 9:29 pace or something like that. I don't know exactly, but that was great. And then once I went back to the Air Force, I kind of dropped down my running insanely and got into like rucking and weighted stuff and kind of fell in love with that because it was like a whole new challenge of pushing yourself during the run, but you know you have that weight on you and just keeping it going. And although you're doing shorter distances, which you could push those distances, we did up to 6 miles and just kept it going with the weight up to 60 pounds. So it was a lot of fun. So some tips for people that want to get into running. What I would say is start slow. Don't think you have to go out there, run a 5K, run a 10K. If you've never run before, start with a mile and just do it at a pace that you feel comfortable with. Don't go out there and sprint to where you're 1 lap in or 0.25 in and then you're just dead. Take it at a pace that you feel like you could keep a conversation at. A slow pace, and then the next day or the next time that you decide to run, pick it up just a little bit, or stick with that pace for a couple days to a week or 2 weeks and then pick it up a little bit, or try to add a second mile on or half a mile on and just gradually build at that. But remember to stay at a pace to where you're just building that endurance through time of just at a slow, nice pace going to something where you know that you can actually hit these distance goals that you want to. And then when it comes time to sprint it, or if you want to go for speed one day, go for speed one day. And if you don't get that speed goal that you want, cool. You know that that's a little out of reach and you just keep working at it and you're going to get there. But don't be scared if one day you do wake up and you say, I want to do a 5K today. Cool. Throw the time out the window. Don't worry about time. Just go hit that 3.1 whatever miles it is. And if you walk some of it, you walk some of it. If you run all of it, you run all of it. If you're jogging, walking, a little bit of mix. If you've never hit that distance before and it's something that you want to do, go hit it. Don't think that because you stopped running, you have to stop. So one thing that I would do sometimes is if I was just not feeling it at all and I knew that I had to hit a distance sometimes, I would be at almost a walking pace. Like I would run 8 miles and then I'd cut it back to like almost a walking pace for 2 miles or just under, and then I'd be like, okay, I got this because I'm almost there at that distance, and I would pick it up to the best that I could. And then now it's you just build off of that. So take things slow, don't rush into anything. I think this video will be good, a little bit just about me, a little bit of my running background. Hopefully people can take away from that, kind of get into running if that's what they want to do, or add some to their workouts. And if you did find this helpful, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And I'm hoping on top of the food challenge, which hopefully we can reshoot in the bear crawl video, which we'll reshoot if these videos just don't work. I want to do David Goggins has a thing out where it's the 4x4x48, where for 48 hours you run 4 miles every 4 hours. And I want to try that and I want to film it because why not? It'd be a huge wake-up call since I've gotten out of running recently. Not out of running, I still run, I do my weighted runs, but I'm not running as much distance-wise as I was. I'm doing more like calisthenics on top of weighted runs now. So definitely want to try the 4-4-48, so look forward to that in the future. Not sure exactly when I'm going to be able to plan that out, but that's the plan. So hope you found this helpful. Hopefully this works.